Hello friends, welcome back. Today I'm going to be sharing another homemade Christmas gift idea with you. I've been sick. In case any of you have wondered what's been taking me so long, my husband and I have had COVID this past week, so that's really slowed me down on getting these videos up for you guys. So bear with me. But let's go ahead and jump into this. I've got a whole big mess in front of me you can't see. After my grandmother passed away many years ago, I inherited a big box full of loose recipes, just, cards. Some of them were little bits of paper, some of them were torn out of magazines, and these were not only her recipes, but my great-grandmother's recipes and recipes that she had saved from my mom, my aunts, her aunts, cousins, in-laws, just lots of people. And there were actually lots of recipes in there that I've had to ask family members, who is this? For example, there's a fudge recipe that says on it, Aunt Alma's fudge. Who is Aunt Alma? I've never even heard this name before. And finally I found out that that was my great-grandmother's aunt. So, and I think that she was a twin. I think someone said that she was a twin. So, but anyway, these are special recipes. And I know we live in an age where we can look on Pinterest, we can find recipes all over the internet, but how nice is it to have family recipes? And what I've done with them, and what I'm going to be doing today, is I have put together a recipe book of my own, and it has a lot of those recipes in it. A lot of these recipes, if I had a photo of Aunt Alma, I would put that photo in here with her recipe. And I do the pages scrapbook style. Those generations behind me may not have ever met my grandma or my great-grandma. Well, they had, but they probably don't remember because they were very young. But being able to have a photo, they can put a face to a name and to know where that recipe came from. And a lot of times, if it's not that person's photo, or maybe I don't have a photo of that person, a lot of the recipes, if it's just something that was one of the kids' favorites, then I'll add a photo of that kid. So it doesn't always have to be the person who shared the recipe. Every time you open up your cookbook and look for a certain recipe, there is that face to remind you. And it's just I love seeing the photos every time I open up my recipe book. So I wanted to share that with you. So I'm going to go ahead and turn the camera around and show you how I do it. Okay, let's go over a few things that you're going to need. You're going to need some type of photo album or scrapbook album, and sometimes you can even find scrapbook albums. And that's what this is. And I don't remember where I got it, but you can look in Michael's or Hobby Lobby. There's always a good variety to choose from. So something else you're going to need is something to put in it, the pages to put your recipes on. So I actually really like to use the photo album, the extra pages you can get for photo albums. And I really like that they have that plastic sheet that goes over them, because you can put it back down. It's going to protect your recipe from spills. So you can also use the clear sheets and just slip the recipe inside, and also page dividers, notebook dividers. Those are great. Sometimes they'll come with these in them, and they are specifically for recipes, and those are nice. I actually really like these because they have a pocket on the other side. So that's nice to just, tuck something in that maybe you don't have time to put the recipe away, find a spot for it. You can just tuck it into that pocket for now. So you're also going to need some type of glue, and I'm just using glue sticks and scissors. I also have some, these are the type of scissors that are for scrapbooking, and they cut like a design in the paper. So, and I don't remember where I got those, probably Michael's, but just regular scissors would work just fine. So you're also going to need to copy down those recipes. You don't want to give away your original because then you won't have it. So you want to copy those down, and Michael's or Hobby Lobby, they always have a section where you can find recipe cards. So you're also going to need photos. So again, you don't want to give away your original, so just go to Walmart and print copies. It's only like 15 cents a picture or something. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but it's not very much. And of course, you're going to need scrapbook paper and stickers. I like to add stickers. And there's just so many endless possibilities that you could use. Ribbons and glitters and anything you think of. But I'm going to go ahead and get started by choosing some paper and just cutting it down to size. I personally, with the extra photo pages, I like to pull that plastic sheet back, and then I like to have one piece of scrapbook paper that covers the entire page, and it's kind of my background. And I'm going to glue everything down so it doesn't move, of course. And I'm just going to lay everything out. And then once I get everything cut and what colors I like and, how I want everything to look, then I'll go ahead and start gluing everything down. But in the meantime, I'm just going to cut everything first. So like this photo, I don't need all that excess in the background. It's just a lot of, I just want the people in the photo. So I'm going to cut the photo down so it's a little bit smaller and just has the people in it and not the excess room. And that makes it a little nicer too for, extra decorations on the page. So, at this point, I'm just going to start choosing my papers and building on them to create a nice color combination that I like. Okay, something to keep in mind while you're doing this, you've got a front and back side to this page, and you want to make sure to put like foods together so they're in the same category. So like this is a apple cake recipe, so I want to make sure and have some type of dessert on the back side of this page as well. So something to keep in mind. Okay, another thing to keep in mind when you're putting this together is you don't have to build a giant full cookbook. Just add as many recipes as you feel is a good start, and the most sentimental, the most memorable recipes. Have a good variety of grandparents, aunts, uncles, great-grandparents, those recipes that really stand out, that are really special to you, that you want to pass down. And keep in mind also, whoever you're gifting this to may want to add to it. So make sure and put a lot of blank pages in there so they can build on it. They can add their own recipes and photos to it, because they will likely leave this to their children as well. So and isn't that a nice thought, that it can be handed down through multiple generations? So I like to write next to it who it is, maybe the year it was, and I like to glue the clear paper down as well. That way it doesn't come up and the recipe and the photo are protected. So now every time they reach for their cookbook for that special recipe that maybe you had or an aunt or a grandparent, there's a photo right next to it of that person, and it just makes it so much more special. Okay, there we have it. I hope you guys got some good ideas. If you did, make sure and hit that like button. And I hope you're all having a great day, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye-bye.